Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our first Q&A for this week, leading up to the finale for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 16. It's called The First Day of the Rest of Your Life. First question for this one is, who do we think Negan's little birdie is, or the snitch is? And we got in our first round of questions for this week, but of course we're going to make lots of videos this week leading into the finale. Finales for The Walking Dead, always pretty much the most exciting. Premieres, finales, oh man, it's going to be really crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you want to send through a question to be answered in one of the videos this week, then you got to write it. You got to write it in the comments below. And if you guys like certain questions, thumb them up so I can grab them. We can put them into a Q&A and, put one through for tomorrow. So spoiler warning if you're not caught up for Walking Dead, that's up to the end of episode 15. And also some insight for this episode for the finale because, we've got some stuff going on here and we got some stuff from you guys, thoughts you guys have shared. So we'll see, how that goes and just a warning for anybody if you don't want to know anything about the finale or anything like that because it looks like some of it is pretty close to our comic book versions of The Walking Dead. So heads up for that. So first question for this one is, from a bunch of you guys, I've seen a lot of people commenting on this one as the discussion started up after episode 15. Who is the little birdie who told Negan? So who's the snitch that told Negan, and now Negan knows that something's up and he's heading towards Alexandria? So this one is really tricky, as I said in my review in that with the predictions, that there aren't too many characters here that I can really think of that could be snitches here. The question came from Annie G as well, so a lot of you guys. Who do you think is the little birdie that told Negan about Rick's plans? It would be too obvious if it was either Gregory or Eugene. It'd be crazy if it was Jadis, leader of the Junkyard group, and that'd be a big twist. What do you think, Trev? So with this one, that would be a huge twist, and I've seen that in a lot of comments now, so I'm starting to think maybe there's something to that. So the first part, Eugene. It can't be Eugene because Eugene doesn't know. He doesn't really know. He saw Rosita and Sasha, coming there to break him out and everything, but it's not like they sat down with him and told him all the details that, hey, we found this other group, and then we found this other group here, and then we got this, and then we went and saw this, and then, no, it doesn't seem like that, and, obviously it's not Sasha, because Negan's speaking to Sasha when he says it. And so Gregory has kind of alluded to someone might have crazy ideas if they took over, so maybe Negan is thinking maybe something's going on, but that it didn't really seem like Gregory gave him all the information, but he's about to. We're seeing in episode 15 that he's going to go to the location and try to give Simon some more info, it looks like. So he's pretty much chosen to go with the saviors instead of the survivors. So we know Gregory is a snitch, but in this case, Negan already knows more information, it seems like, than just what Gregory is telling him. As far as other people, Swamp Thing says, Carl spied for more spaghetti. So I thought that was funny. The Bonnie situation says, the only person I can think of is the doctor. Either that or Negan is bluffing about knowing Rick is planning to fight back. So what I'm seeing most frequently right now in the comments is the Junkyard group, so Jadis. Now this is interesting because Jadis, when they first met her, she's kind of quiet. She doesn't say too much. She doesn't really give up her position. So we're assuming that the Junkyard group is on their own. They're by themselves. We're thinking they're not already saviors. But she does say to them, we own your lives, want to buy them back. So she's kind of doing the same thing that the saviors do with that, with saying want to buy them back, and then Rick tells her that the saviors already own their lives, this kind of thing, yada, 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 and then they get into it and he explains everything, and she seems to want to play ball after the test with the super zombie, the Demogorgon that Rick has to fight off. So, and is impressed by him, and then, of course, she's also been a bit of a stickler for supplies. When Rick and the others get supplies, she wants more, right? She wants even more than what he's been able to get her so far. So is it possible that she could have been holding back the information that they were already under the saviors as it was? It doesn't seem like it, though, because of the amount of survivors that they have. That said, though, the Junkyard group doesn't seem like they have a lot of weapons. So is it possible that they could actually be under the Saviors, just like Rick and the others are? In terms of location, they're pretty close to them, and they don't seem to have a lot in the way of firepower. So is it possible that the Saviors already got to them first before we even saw them? That would be a pretty crazy twist, and it could make sense just based on that statement, that the Jadis said, which is very similar to Negan, and, we own you, we own your lives, you work for me now, you produce for me now. That whole kind of strategy is what it looks like Jadis is about to employ. Is it possible that they could have already been under the Saviors? She wanted to set Rick and the group up because she didn't think that they were under the Saviors to feed to her, so then she could give to them and, kind of get in their good graces and not have members of their group killed and that kind of stuff. It's hard to read what she's saying because her speech is so broken up and everything, and she really doesn't say much. She's more observing than she is communicating, and as such, she doesn't give up that much information. So I like the idea. I like the theory. We'll see what happens in the finale and who it is. Write your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think. If there's anybody else you can think of, write your comments below. I don't know. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else that could have flipped on him? It doesn't seem like it, man. I'm not sure. So write your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. That would be really crazy if it was the Junkyard group, because what would happen in the finale then? They all have their guns pointed at Negan and the others, and the Junkyard group just goes and points towards Rick and the others. Oh man, that would be a nuts finale. We see another lineup or something, and then oh my god, and then maybe Ezekiel shows up with a tiger and everything, and all hell breaks loose. That would be pretty crazy. And then Dwight becomes a team killer and kills a bunch of them. So oh man, I'm just getting excited just thinking of the possibilities. All the possibilities. Awesome stuff. So the next one is from Mr. Rogers, who says, Trev, do you think that the Oceanside will join the war midway through? And this one I was a bit surprised by. I thought that Rick and the others would let some of the Oceanside join already. That said, though, from Rick's perspective and the others, a lot of them are women. There's children, a lot of children. And, not to say women can't fight. Women can be super tough because, of course, we've got, Michonne, Sasha, Rosita. That's not what I'm saying. Jadis, for example. That's not what I'm saying at all. But they just, without their weapons and Rick kind of taking them down so easily, and the group, putting him into that position, with Nathaniel not wanting to contribute or join the cause, they kind of say forget about it. But I would think that it might be beneficial to let Cindy join, let some of the others who seem to be interested join, and maybe take even a few of them just to have as bodies, But for the fight, but maybe Rick and the others feel like, we got enough because we got the Junkyard group, so we're good. We don't even need to wait for the Kingdom. We don't need to ask the Oceanside to put in people. We've got enough people. We just needed the guns, really, for everybody, and it's going down. So interesting stuff for sure. I think Sasha is going to use the poison pills that Eugene gave her when they're en route to Alexandria and turn into a zombie and start attacking the Saviors from outside. Thoughts on that? So, yeah, something like that is what I'm thinking as well. We know from the preview she hasn't taken the pill right away because she's not dead right away. But she doesn't want anyone to die. Negan's starting to tell her that, people are going to die, man. It's just what it is. So I think you're right. Maybe she has it in her pocket or something, and then on the way there, she somehow manages to take the pill and dies partially on the way there, and then maybe is zombified when she's there with Negan and the others. Maybe there could be a pretty big reveal for that. So that would be pretty cool. That's what I'm thinking too. Something like that is what I'm looking at. Scott Weinberg says, Trev, it felt like good old Walking Dead. It moved along well. Love the walkers from the shipwreck. I love the episode. And that's true. I didn't really mention that too much in my review, which I probably should have. But there's just so much, in the episode. It's hard to mention absolutely everything. But the walkers are really cool. They look like maybe Swamp Thing walkers? I guess Swamp Thing, user Swamp Thing. So something like that. They got seaweed on them and stuff like that. It was really cool, man. They looked really, really good. Greg Nicotero definitely doing his damnedest as usual. Or, well, I'm assuming maybe he didn't do it. I don't know. I'm assuming. I haven't checked yet to see who directed. I know he's directing one of these. Maybe it's the finale. I forget. Maybe it was episode 15. I gotta look. But anyway, I like the episode too, and it does feel like regular Walking Dead is back for me as a fan. After 3 consecutive great episodes, I feel like season 6, if you look at most of season 6, it felt like the episodes were great pretty much all the way throughout. Like there's a few here and there in season 6, like in the first half, there's like 1 or 2 that are a little slow leading into the mid-season finale. But I mean, season 5, season 6, there's a lot of really, really good episodes. Season 7, we had more slow ones, more build-up, more things happen than we're used to, but this is a bigger setup than we're used to. They're setting up a lot of different groups, a lot of stuff going on, and it required more time and more episodes to set all those things up, and now we're starting to see them come into play, and it feels like good old Walking Dead again. Agreed, absolutely 100%. So we just need a little bit of patience, I think. Patience is required, right? Just your friend says, Michael Bay fans are going to love next episode. It's true. It's very true. And so will I. I have to admit that I love to see character development as well, too, like in episode 15 with Sasha. Sasha being killed off, if she's killed off in the finale, I feel like she's got one of the best character deaths that Sonequa Martin Green could ever ask for. I mean, she gets to go out like a hero. She gets to go out in a way where she's willing to do anything for the survivors, refusing to be a hypocrite in just like the most admirable way, making her character just a really awesome character for Walking Dead. Because eventually, probably everybody in The Walking Dead is going to die. Sooner or later, right? So it's kind of how you go out, I think, that makes the character. And she's going out like a boss, for sure. Really cool stuff. So love that one, and really excited for the action sequences and everything we see in the finale as well, too. I do love good action, as well as the other stuff mixed in there as well. Walking Dead does a pretty good job mixing it all in there. Bear Interrupted says, Trev, thanks again for all your videos. They are a hoot. That's a nice word. You don't hear that one too often. And how awesome it is to have the buzz back in the forums. Do you think that Michonne might be in a tower fight sequence when and if that happens, and who it might be, Jared, Simon, or Arat, or somebody like that? That'd be cool if they did something like that with Arat, but I think Arat might be Tara from the comics, so she might survive for a while. Arat is Tara spelled backwards, so there's a savior in the comics named Tara, and she kind of looks like Tara from Walking Dead TV, but she's not. She's like an evil character, like a Rat. So I don't think it'd be her. Maybe somebody like Jared. Well, Jared would probably be killed off by the Kingdom, I think. But that'd be cool to see. Jared or Simon, somebody like that. Simon, though, would Simon and her go? No, Simon wouldn't fight her by himself, right? He'd send in one of his goons, right? So I don't think it'd be Simon. So we'll see. But I don't think we're going to see that sequence from the comic books in this finale. We'll see. Maybe next season. Maybe it somehow be in here, but it doesn't look like it based on her position and everything. So I don't think we're going to see that, but we'll have to see how it goes. I could be wrong. Blaine Spell also says, or the dumbass Junkyard group snitched. So it's possible. M3DG Tyler says, what's up, Trev? Been a hell of a season, some ups and downs, but I always love watching your reviews, predictions, and I'm sad there's only one episode left. So me too, man. I'm sad too, but just so you know, same as last year, same as every year, we keep making videos all throughout the summer. I can't promise I'll have a Walking Dead video for you guys absolutely every day. Some days we might do Fear. Fear will be big during the summer. We'll have 16 episodes of that to review. Game of Thrones, of course, and I'll still keep up with the prediction videos, comic book reviews, and discussion topic videos, Q&As, as much as I can do them for you guys all summer long. So heads up for that, guys. Just because the show's not on doesn't mean we're not going to be, making videos and having fun. That's what it's all about. That's the name of the game, right? And I'm having a lot of fun right now. And, I had a lot of fun this season, too, even though, there was some kind of a down period, I'd say, for Walking Dead where people weren't as excited as they usually are. You can look at the ratings to verify that. And but I had a lot of fun, too. It went by pretty quick. And I'm going to miss the show when it's off this summer and be excited when it comes back for Season 8, as well as Fear. So it should be a lot of fun. So thanks for all your support, Eminem. And, Tyler, I guess. So, thanks for your support, man. Mario Ramos, we'll do like one or two more, says, after seeing the preview for the Walking Dead season finale after episode 15, like what you predicted in your preview video, do you think they're going to do with Sasha like they did with Holly in the comics? So, just to answer you quickly, yeah, I think so. It looks like it to me. And then Zachary Johnson will be the last one, says, definitely a great episode. Seeing the David scene really redeemed Negan for me. We need more comedy from Negan like that. That always allows him to be a badass yet comical while doing it. So very cool. Yeah, you're right. That was a really, really, really interesting scene. That's for sure. Kind of shocking and scary, but then awesome at the same time because he kind of saves her, right? So we're not monsters. So it's just really, it's really a clever. It's clever from Kirkman because we can't really credit the TV series. It's adapted basically exactly from the comics as it is in the comics. I loved it in the comics, and I love seeing it here on the TV series version. I do like it a lot. It really, it does some things for Negan. I mean, Negan is a complex character. He's not simply just a bad guy that doesn't care about anything. You know, there are rules, David. So Negan's awesome as always. He's a great bad guy, and he's got some charisma as well, too. You know, he's very likable in a lot of ways as well. So that'll be it for today's Q&A, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow, of course, for another video. Another Q&A video, probably. So send me your questions, what you want to talk about leading into the finale for The Walking Dead Season 7. If you like this one, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. Thanks for all your support, guys. Thanks for subscribing to everybody. That's it for this one. See you guys again tomorrow. Trev, saying peace. See you guys.